I need your help. 22 veterans kill themselves every day. In addition to that, an American dies of a prescription drug overdose every 19 minutes, and many of those individuals are veterans.
When I got back from my first deployment, I was in really bad shape, but I had no idea that I was in bad shape yet. After 10 months, I tried to take my life for the first time. And that's when I realized that something had to change, something had to give. I tried cannabis for the first time after the military, and as soon as I did, I knew that it was the primary mode that I was going to be able to get better. It saved my life, it saved my marriage, it saved my children's well-being.
I'm a U.S. Army veteran and Executive Director of Operation Grow4Vets, a nonprofit organization headquartered in Colorado. Operation Grow4Vets helps veterans who have PTSD, TBI, chronic pain, and other serious medical conditions by providing them with free cannabis. Your donations will help us to provide veterans with a safe alternative to the dangerous drug cocktails that they are often being prescribed.
He was prescribed so many different medications that are so toxic and dangerous, and especially if you are depressed and you have anxiety and you don't even want to be alive, then it's really easy to take too much.
An often overlooked factor is the suffering and trauma that the families of a veteran with PTSD experience.
So he came home and I knew that he wasn't okay. He was very different. The TBI really had, changed him. He couldn't do the things that he was used to being able to do. My son, Gray, who's 7 now, went through it as well, saw his dad suffering. Christmas Eve, 2009, I wake up in the morning. Matt had never come to bed. At this point, I was kind of used to that. He rarely came to bed. He was unconscious, and I couldn't wake him up. I knew that there was a possibility that could happen, but I didn't, you just want to have faith. Matt had this idea that if we moved to Colorado, that things could be different because he could try using marijuana. And when I got here, I was stunned at his shift. It was like when I looked into his eyes, there was life inside of his eyes that I hadn't seen in a long time. And it was the best feeling in the world because I knew that I was going to get him back.
I became more caring, more empathetic. I was able to relate to my wife. I was able to hang out with my kids again. I was able to do things with my children and with my family that were completely out of the question before. If I hadn't been given the opportunity to move to Colorado and to take advantage of cannabis, I would probably be dead right now.
Please help us by offering your generous financial support for this life and death mission. You can help to save a veteran's life.